Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
I just want to say, excuse my fucked up hair.
As you can see, I got a new background. Well, I got more posters. Okay, is this annoying? I feel like it's annoying. I tried to wear this Marvel bracelet I got like 5 years ago to go with the little topic of today or whatever, but it's just loud. I'm gonna just take it off. Okay, so as you can tell from today's title, I'm gonna just jump right into it. So for my birthday, which was a week ago, I turned 22. Period. I still look like I'm fucking 14, but it's okay though. So for my birthday, I got this Marvel book. Sorry, I have post-it notes in it because I was like taking notes about this sheet. Because there's a lot of characters in here that I had no idea existed. So I got this Marvel Encyclopedia from Books A Million. Actually, my friend got it for me, so thank you. And I actually got another one in the mail today, but it's all the way over there and it's heavy and I don't like getting that because I'm comfortable right now. But anyway, so Marvel Encyclopedia, and I was just flipping through it the day that I got it, and there are so many, sorry, I have one of those like sticky bra things, but there are so many characters I had no idea existed. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of characters in here that a lot of people didn't know existed because majority of them are from the comic books, not from like the actual movies. So that was a bad one. There we go. So I decided that I would go through every inch of this motherfucker and talk about Marvel characters, whether they be villains, heroes, side characters, groupies, whatever. And we're going to learn about it. Fun fact, I've always loved Marvel. I've been into Marvel for a very long time, and I don't know why, I just kind of was into it. And 2 years ago, Stan Lee died on my birthday, and that hit different. I'm gonna read I'm gonna read this intro by Stan Lee. Okay, and this was made in 2017, so this was a year before he died. That's crazy. Well, it was published in 2017. Anyways, let's just get into it. Introduction by Stan Lee. Stan Lee. The Marvel Encyclopedia. I still proudly say it. It ranks way up there with the discovery of fire and the invention of the wheel. Period.
6.5 hours later.
As easy for you as recognizing the Hulk in a crowd. They put the names of each and every one in convenient alphabetical order. So the other one I have, it's like the timeline of Marvel characters. This one's in alphabetical order. So I'm not going to read the rest of it because, girl, we're already 6 minutes into the video. So without further ado, let's go to our first character that I bookmarked. And I'm not going in order. I just kind of flipped through the page and picked one. So the very first character we have is Mephisto. I think that's how you pronounce it. And he's known as the Lord of Lies. So he's a demon, basically, and he just goes by Satan. Is he really Satan? We don't know, but he just goes by Satan. And of course, Satan demons, they lie to you. Lord of Lies, you get that right. You got it. He schemes people, as most Satans and demons do, to basically bargains with people, and in return, he would get their souls, like demons do. So that's what he was doing, and he really craved the souls of like heroes and extraordinary beings because I guess their souls held more value. I don't know how Satanism works. If you're a Satanist, let me know in the comments. Just kidding, X out this video. The fuck is you a Satanist for? And in previous comics, he contended or had interactions with, I think it was Thor, Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, Daredevil, and Fantastic Four. So, oh yeah, and then in the comics, he repeatedly really wanted the Silver Surfer's soul for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't do research on it, but yeah, hence he had contended with Fantastic Four. He was really just trying to get Silver Surfer's soul. Silver Surfer's soul because he was from some, I don't know his backstory, but I'm just gonna assume it's interesting because, like, I don't know. I honestly wasn't really into Fantastic Four like that, so sue me. He was, what's his name again? Mephisto. So Mephisto, he kind of was in cahoots with the demon, I don't remember his name, starts with a Z, that turned Johnny Blaze into Ghost Rider. So that was him and the other demons doing into creating Ghost Rider, which was probably my first favorite Marvel movie, which at the time I didn't know it was Marvel, but now I know. So he also he had the soul of Dr. Doom's mother. I don't know the backstory on that either, but Doctor Strange ended up helping Doctor Doom. Why? I don't know. To get Doctor Doom's mother back. So he was a part of that too, which I'm assuming is in the comics because I don't really remember that in the movies. So yeah. And then Mephisto, he also had 2 kids who were demons. And I think like they would pretend to be him or something, which I feel like a lot of, I don't know how spirits work, but demons, period, like they just be lying and be like, yeah, I'm Satan. And then another demon's like, yeah, I'm Satan. It's like, well, one of you's not. Like, who is Satan? Scarlet Witch. So she actually used parts of his soul to give life to her brothers. I think she has like 2 brothers, or a brother or sister. They were twins. Basically to give life to them. That's how they got their life, from this Satan's, demon's person's soul fragments. Ow. So also in the comics, he contended with Spider-Man. So he helped bring Spider-Man's aunt, or he made a deal with Spider-Man in order to save his aunt. He helped save her by cutting a deal with Spider-Man. And he also made a deal with Spider-Man to erase Spider-Man's identity from the world. How he did that, I don't know, but he did that. So yeah. I can never say his name. Mephisto. Is it Mephisto or Mephisto? He cut a lot of deals with a lot of characters, or Marvel characters, which I call like main characters, like Captain America, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America. I think I already said that, like the main ones, you know? Anyway, so in return for him doing all of this stuff for Spider-Man, what did he get in return? Destroyed his marriage with Mary Jane. In the comics. I'm pretty sure. Not in the movies because I don't remember that. But yeah, so that's what he did. So in the midst of all this, when I was reading upon it, I'm trying not to go look at the notes, but when I was reading upon it, Mephisto, he's never been happy, or like he never saw 2 people happy, like Peter Parker and Mary Jane or something like that. I don't know. So his next deal he cut was with the New Mutants, I think. Mutants. He cut a deal with one of them, I think it was Magma, to go on a date with him. And in return, the mutants that were held in his hell would be freed. Because he was like, basically he just wanted to be booed up, period. That's how I see it. And later down the road, I think it was when Captain America, they like destroyed Las Vegas or Los Angeles to beat some villain. I don't remember who it was. He was like, well, dang, like they're at a downfall. This is Mephisto thinking. Mephisto's like, dang, they're at a downfall. Like, I could easily just go like claim Las Vegas as my own and like run that bitch, period. I keep saying period. That is so ghetto. Anyways, he was like, I'm gonna just try to take over the city. And then Doctor Strange was like, no, ma'am. And then he destroyed Mephisto. And I guess after he failed, he went back down to hell. I'm assuming after he lost. It's an assumption. I didn't really go and Google it. But after he was defeated by Doctor Strange, he goes back down to hell. And then Johnny Blaze is there like, I'll run this shit now. Because basically he lost the throne to Johnny Blaze, aka Ghost Rider. And yeah, he was in prison. And since he's eternal, like he's just sitting up in prison, just chilling. And dang, that would suck. Like you're doing a life sentence and you're immortal. I was about to be like, just kill me, but you can't even die. So, dang, that sucks. Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though. Okay, so after Mephisto, I should have looked at when that came out in the comics. I can't remember. But anyway, so after Mephisto, since we were talking about Spider-Man, let's talk about Deborah Whitman. Deborah Whitman was basically a groupie. She had previously dated Peter Parker, and okay, I keep saying in the comics because like I've seen almost every Marvel movie and I don't remember seeing her. I don't. So let's just stay in the comics. So they were in university, aka college, and she kept having hallucinations that she saw Peter like as Spider-Man, and so she was like going crazy, like, oh my mama, oh my dead homies, oh my uncle's dead dog, like I know you're Spider-Man. And then he's like, nigga, you're crazy, like me Spider-Man? No. Well, this is kind of fucked up. But she would like go to a psychiatrist and like tell her about the hallucinations. So at one of her little psychiatrist appointment things, they actually had this is kind of messed up. They actually had Peter go in there in a Spider-Man costume to sort of like be like, see, you're wrong, like me Spider-Man, like this could not be me, like do you see how goofy I look in this costume? And so after that, she was kind of like, oh man, like I guess you're really not Spider-Man, like I'm just being crazy. That is so messed up. So after that, she left to like go get help, like help, because she's like, dang, I really am crazy, like wow. So that's kind of wrong. See, this is why I don't trust niggas, because niggas be like, you tripping, like I was not texting her, like, or I do not mess with that girl. And then they'll do some stuff to make you trust him and be like, see, I wasn't messing with that girl the whole time they were. And during, what was it, like a world war or something in the comics, when Peter Parker came out to the world and was like, I am Spider-Man, she was like, nigga, like I went through all this shit because you told me you weren't. But yeah, so she kind of like made a documentary and stuff about it, like telling all the stuff she went through thinking he was Spider-Man and like all the little clues and stuff like that. She wrote a book about it. That's what she did. So yeah, and then somehow all of the data got erased and her book just disappeared out of nowhere. So like basically she had no outing about it anymore because some major event happened to where everybody just forgot about it. And that was that. Like she got no happy ending if you think about it. So excuse me. So the next person we have is this Indian woman named Trinary, Trinary. So Trinary, I don't know, but I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, like I never saw an Indian woman in a Marvel, you know, thingy-majig. I don't think the Hulk is with the current guy who plays the Hulk. I can't remember his name. I'm terrible with names, by the way. He's not Indian. He's like, I don't know. But anyway, so she is an Indian woman who is a hero, kind of, slash a thief. But it's okay, let's talk about it. So, Trinary, her occupation in the book says thief, which is right. But in my eyes, like, I see no wrong. So what she did basically was, she was a mutant from India. And she had telepathic powers. And she would use this to her advantage. And she pulled a city girls. She was stealing from wealthy, rich Indian men and giving them to working women or like women who are struggling. And when I say this, like I see no wrong because I would have done the same thing. Like scamming isn't easy, so it's easier just to use your telepathic powers to steal money. She was caught by the Indian police force or mutant force or something like that. And she was imprisoned, and then she was saved by John Gray, which I actually have comics about her. They're in my car. But, yeah, John Gray, she was part of the New Mutants and X-Men. Was it the New Mutants? I don't know. But anyway, she was saved by John Gray, who's from X-Men. And then she later used her powers, or she formed forces with John Gray to save Storm, who's also, you know, X-Men. I think she was in prison too. Yeah, she was imprisoned by some evil group. I don't know, there's so many of those I can't keep track. But yeah, so she freed Storm after being saved by John Gray, which I don't know what John Gray did, just save her herself and then kind of. But anyway, so yeah, that's the story about her. A little city girls action going on, and you know, I stand. I don't know what happened to her after that because her little description thing was really short, so don't know. Okay, our next person is called Stick. He is a blind combat person who, like, he just be fighting. Like, he don't really have powers like that. And he was from the elite school called Chaste, C-H-A-S-T-E, Chaste. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. But there he would meet Daredevil. He was a sensei at the school Chase, where he taught Daredevil, who had also lost his vision. And so he kind of just helped Daredevil heighten all of his other senses since he can't see. Neither of them can see. So he was a sensei for Daredevil. I had no idea because I never saw the Daredevil movies. Don't know why. It just never like piqued my interest to watch Daredevil. I don't know why, but yeah. So he also trained Elektra, which was an assassin. Her name sounds really familiar, to be honest. Elektra. I don't know. But she sounds really familiar. Anyways, he also trained her, but he expelled her from his school or academy or whatever because she couldn't control her rage. And he was like, all right, nigga, like, you're fucking everything up. Like, he's gonna have to leave. Like, I can't deal with this anymore. And so after a while, he ended up dying because they were attacked by evil people. It always happens. They get attacked by somebody who's evil. I don't know, girl. Anyways, he, like, every time he would get attacked by them, he would absorb their life forces or something like that. And I guess, long story short, like, he couldn't take all of it, and so he ended up dying because every time he absorbed that shit, it was just more and more detrimental on his health. So yeah, but that's not all. He also, after he died, his body was continuously, like, reincarnated. And in one of his reincarnations, he was defeated by a Punisher. And then he was resurrected again by Maestro, which I can't remember who that is, but yeah. So that's the very short story of Stick. Yeah, on to our next one. And again, I'm, like, going in no particular order. Like, I literally was just flipping through my book and I was just like, never seen them before, and that looks interesting. So yeah. So next we have Brother Voodoo. He struck my interest because he's a brother and it's voodoo. Like, why else wouldn't I be interested about that? He first appeared as an ex-slave, Haitian slave, in, like, the 17th century, so the 1800s or something like that. And he had bound his dead brother's soul to his own through voodoo, and that's how he kind of had his supernatural powers, basically. And so his brother's dying wish was for him to, like, get strong and stuff like that, so he could avenge his dead brother, which was him. Hold on. Anyways, so he went back and he started learning combat and stuff like that so he could avenge his brother. And the person he was learning from, his name was okay, the guy that Brother Voodoo learned from, his name was Papa Jumbo, and his brother actually learned from Papa Jumbo. So yeah, like, the person that killed his brother was a voodoo sorcerer. I think I already said that. Anyway, so the person that killed his brother, his name was, like, Dambala. I think that was his name. I can't remember. But yeah, so long story short, he defeated him, but after he defeated Dambala, his soul bound with Brother Voodoo's soul. He became possessed with Dambala. He got possessed by him, basically. And so once again, who comes to the rescue? Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, he is, like, the backbone of, like, a lot of things that go on here. Like, Doctor Strange, that's crazy. So Doctor Strange freed him for being possessed by and after that, he, as in Brother Voodoo, joined some force thingy-majig. And so after, I think Doctor Strange, he gave up being like the head sorcerer thingy. And so I think Brother Voodoo's real name is Jericho. So Jericho, he took over, whatever. And then Jericho, of course, because he's black, he ended up dying later. And yeah. And then he ended up being resurrected by Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom was in another one previously too, with Merico. What was that guy's name? Mephisto? Whatever. I don't know. Anyways, then he ended up being resurrected again. The only reason Doctor Doom resurrected him was because he was hoping that Jericho could help him defeat Scarlet Witch. Or control Scarlet Witch, sorry. And then, don't really know what happened with that, but I'm guessing it didn't work or something like that. Then, Brother Voodoo, aka Jericho, sorry my nose is itching, joined the Avengers, which I had no idea about, and I don't think I've ever... Anyways, so yeah, that's the story of Brother Voodoo, aka Jericho, and Damalaha Kakakapa. And so... we're moving on to our last little Marvel character because I'm getting cotton mouth and I'm tired. We're gonna go and talk about Gorilla Man. So Gorilla Man's real name is Kenneth Hale, and you're like, weird. Why would someone name a gorilla Kenneth? Let's talk about it. So there was a legend that said, if you kill Gorilla Man, you'll become immortal. And so Kenneth Hale, this white man, was like, let's see if that's true. So after he killed this Gorilla Man, he realized that there was actually a curse. Like, if you defeat Gorilla Man, you become Gorilla Man. So he became a gorilla, which is interesting. So once this happened, he became a part of it was called G-Force? Oh, G-Men. He joined a group with them. And then after a while, he ended up becoming a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. Excuse me. Have any of y'all watched the S.H.I.E.L.D. show? S.H.I.E.L.D. show? I used to watch it, but then I stopped watching it because the one girl, she's getting on my nerves. I don't remember why, but she's just getting on my nerves. But yeah, he joined S.H.I.E.L.D. and then after that, he joined with G-Men again to fight. Hold on, let me look. So he joined with G-Men friends again to fight the Atlas Foundation, which I'm guessing is an evil group. And yeah, and then he was part of Domino's Mercs for Money. No idea what that is, so yeah. I keep getting mixed up with everything, so I have to keep looking back. But anyways, let me know if you've ever heard of any of these characters, or if you haven't heard of any of these characters, or he's just dead over there. Or if there's anyone that you want to hear me talk about, or if I gave false information, which I doubt it. Anyways, like this video. Let me know if you like this video. I don't know what else to say. This is the book, one more time. Marvel Encyclopedia. I love it so much. But yeah, so thanks for watching this video. I'll be back next couple days with a part 2. And honestly, I think I'm gonna like talk about every character in here. So that's like a lot of YouTube videos. But anyways, thanks for watching and see you next time.